I've been getting a few emails from people who are starting to get anxious to get going with some of the more professional templates from Rocket Theme. And so I thought maybe perhaps we could start that series now, and we can continue to add to the basic skills module as as we get time. We can add more tutorials here covering some of the basic ideas that people need to learn as they work with Joomla. But for those of you who have perhaps already experimented a little bit with Joomla and you've learned a few things and you want to now get going with a real template, I thought we'll maybe start our series on how to build beautiful websites using Rocket Theme and Joomla 3. Well, what is it up to today? I think 3. Now, let's go to Rocket Theme, rockettheme.com. Rocket Theme is an organization that have prepared probably up to 100 now beautiful templates that you can start with to build your website. And they have already done all of the heavy lifting. They have done all of the heavy coding in the background. They've prepared these beautiful templates that are so easy to customize and update and add your data to that it saves you days of work or thousands of dollars if you're hiring a web designer. And so I really have enjoyed working with Rocket Theme templates over the last probably 3 or 4 years. And I really recommend them if you're working with Joomla as one of the premium sites for quality Joomla templates. And so when you get there, notice that in addition to providing Joomla templates, they also provide WordPress templates or themes and the Magento themes as well. So because you're most likely working with Joomla, be sure that you click on the Joomla templates to get a preview of some of the most recent templates that they have come up with. Now, something has recently happened at Rocket Theme that you should be aware of, and that is they have come out with a new main engine for their website templates called Gantry 5. This is going to be the platform on which they release all of their new templates from this point on. It's going to be on the Gantry 5 engine. However, because there are really only 3 templates available with that engine, I'm going to go ahead and do a series of tutorials on the older engine, the Gantry 4 engine, because in reality, these templates are still very valid, very beautiful, very modern. The Gantry 4 engine is still a wonderful platform to work with, and we'll have a lot more options as far as templates go. And then once we're finished our series on the Gantry 4, we'll come back to take a closer look at Gantry 5 templates and point out some of the new features that are available with the Gantry 5 engine. But for now, let's take a look at Gantry 4 templates. Here, if we hold down the Shift key as we click on this, we'll load all of the templates. And as we scroll down, you'll see that you have quite a few to choose from. And the idea here is to take a look at some of the options that you have available here and try and find something that is close to what you had in mind when you were thinking about your website, and start with that template. Now, the closer that you get to the top, the more recent the template is, and perhaps the more features that may have been included in the design of the template. And so I would start with those templates that are closer to the top and see if you can't find something that catches your eye, something that comes close to what you were looking for, because what this will do is give you a good starting point. Now, of course, as you download and work with these templates, you can customize practically everything about the template. But especially if you're brand new to building websites, it does help to have this kind of sample template to start with. Gives you a lot of good places to start. So scroll through, and if you see something that you like I think we're going to use this one for our tutorials. You see something you like, you can just hit the demo button and see a live demonstration of that particular template. For all of these templates, they have developed presets that you can start with, and each one has a little bit different color scheme to it, so you can get an idea of the various types of styles that you can start with using this particular template. This will be my first time to work with this particular template, so we'll learn together with it. What we're going to do is use this template to create a video view center for the place where I work, ADRA Canada. And then once we're finished that particular series of tutorials, we'll come back and take a look at a lot of these other templates and maybe build quick websites with those as well, so that you will get an idea of some of the advantages of some of these premium templates for Joomla. And then we'll take a look at the new ones using the Gantry 5. Okay, but for now, let's go ahead and download this one. Now, I should have mentioned, Rocket Theme is not free. It does require a license fee. Now, I'm logged in on this site. Let's bring over another one where I'm not logged in, so that you get an idea of what will happen when you go to work with Rocket Theme. So now logged in as a guest, let's click on the download button here, and let's walk you through the steps of how to acquire the license for one of these templates. Okay, so the name of our theme is Lexicon. And we notice that there are a variety of different options of how you can get this theme. So let's just take a quick look at how they're listed here. First of all, you can just get the template as a standalone template, or you can get the template bundled with the engine that's under the hood of all of these templates called Gantry. Or you can download it with Joomla 3.3. And as well, you could also choose to use the template using Joomla 2.5. However, we don't recommend that at this point. Joomla 2.5 is no longer being updated, and so as the hackers find ways into Joomla 2.5, it's becoming more and more vulnerable as a platform these days, and it's no longer really recommended to use 2.5. Or you could just download the Gantry framework for all the Joomla templates, the Gantry 4 level, and that is a free download. All right, well, what's the difference? These first two do not have Joomla 3.3 included. You would have to download and install Joomla 3.3 separately to your host provider before you downloaded either one of these top two options. If you already have Joomla 3.3 installed, you could probably just go ahead and get the template bundled with Gantry. And if you have already downloaded a Rocket Theme template recently, and the Gantry engine is already installed on your server, then you could get away with just downloading this particular template. So the idea is that, say you have joined up to Rocket Theme with an annual membership, which allows you to download different templates and try them out and see how they work for you. Well, if you have started your website using one template and next month you want to try out a new template, well, then all you would have to do is go after the template itself and just get that, because you will already have installed your Joomla 3.3 and your Gantry engine. All you need is the extra template, and then you can even switch between templates back and forth or try new templates out. If you don't like it, you just click a button and you're back to your old template. So in that case, you would just get the template itself. But if this is the first time that you've used Rocket Theme templates, then what you'll want to do is, at the very least, get the template bundled with Gantry and put it on top of your Joomla installation that may already be there. But I would recommend, especially if you're starting a new domain at this point and you're not just building over top of something that we've started with some of our previous tutorials, to go ahead and get the Rocket Launcher, because what this will do is not only give you Joomla 3.3 and the Gantry engine and the template, but it's also going to install some wonderful sample data that goes with the theme that we saw when we clicked on our demo. So whether or not it'll actually include the photographs or not, it's going to include the basic layout. At one point, I think Rocket Theme did include the actual photographs And that was very helpful too as you learned how to work with the program. But I don't think they're coming now anymore. But you can easily replace them or add your own photographs once you get the main template up with the sample data. And bringing in the sample data will help us work together to learn some of the features of it. So I would recommend that as you download the template to follow along with our tutorials, that you get the rocket launcher, and that will give you everything that you need. Okay, so let's try purchasing this. All right, just hitting the purchase, it looks like they just give you the one option of choosing to purchase the one item rather than join a membership, either a monthly or 6-month or annual. So let's go back and click on join and see what our options are there. Okay, here we come with our options, which I believe are a lot more economical. And you'll notice that your previous option just gave you that one template for, what was it, like $50. Whereas here you can get a 3-month membership for $59. And the advantage of doing this is that even though you still only have one site license, you'll only be able to use your Rocket theme template at one website. This does give you the option of trying out any of the templates before you decide to go with one. Whereas the previous way we were purchasing it, I'm not sure you would have that ability. So it's better to join up, pay an extra $10, and that way over the next 3 months you can try out different templates. So if as you develop your site using one template, you find that it's 90% there, but there's just a few things that this template isn't providing for me, you can download another Rocket theme template and simply switch over to that, and maybe the features that you felt were missing will be in a different template. And we'll probably do some of that. 100% sure that this particular template is going to work for my purpose. We'll start out with it, and if we find that it lacks a few features that we were hoping it had, that we'll just move on to a different template. And now, if you know already that building Joomla templates is something that is definitely in your future, then it only makes sense to spend a few dollars more and get one of these other memberships. For example, here you can get into a 1-year membership for $99, and this allows you to build 3 different websites using any of the templates that are available at Rocket Theme. And what's really nice about that is that as you renew the following year, your site licenses build, so that the following year you'll have the option to license 6 websites, and the following year you're up to 9 websites. So they don't go away each year, they just build onto it. And the Joomla developer, that's more for web designers that may be creating 40, 50 sites in a year for clients. That's when you'd want to get into that plan. But if you're just starting out, you might want to just get the basic or one of the 6-month memberships or the 12-month membership. That's going to be to your advantage to do that. All right, I'm already signed up for the annual one, so I'm going to download this template using my annual plan, and that way I won't have to get out my credit card for this. Okay, it recognizes that I'm already a member and signed in, so I don't have to hit the purchase button, and I am going to go ahead and get the rocket launcher for this. Save that. All right, so we've downloaded the template, and in our next tutorial, we'll show you how to get that rolling. But for now, I believe that does it for our introduction to Rocket Theme templates.